Well, sorry an idiot's making another video, but I just want to discuss just briefly why that Richard Spencer, I guess that's his name, Richard Spencer, basically won in Gainesville, UF a few days ago. Everybody, they shouted him down and everything, and then let him speak. So you think, well, he couldn't have won. Well, think about it. He got UF to spend $600,000 basically for nothing, since he did not really get to say anything, which you don't want to hear him anyways, right? But anyways, he can now use that as a recruitment, showing people, see, we have a message, they hate free speech and they don't let us listen, look how they behave, look at this, look how they respond, look how I was up there all nice and calm and speaking properly while they were shouting and screaming. You see these videos sometimes, of people on the left, they're violent, they're yelling and screaming at somebody they disagree with, or they're carrying weapons, or calling anybody they disagree with fascists and Nazis and racists, even though they have no proof. So in a way, you could say he won in that respect. Now, I'm not saying you ignore those people like him, but the better way to have dealt with it, in my opinion, I'm just an idiot, but in my opinion, would be simply to have your own speaker, not necessarily to debate him, you don't have to have that, but have some speakers, both on the left and on the right, to speak, on race relations and stuff like that. And I can assure you, people on the right and the left will agree on most things when it comes to race. But anyways, just allow them to speak, you ask your questions and stuff, and you ignore him while these people are still on the same campus speaking. Have your own speakers. If you're going to respond and call anybody you disagree with fascist and racist or libtard, or say, people who disagree with religion, or they just want to sin, and you do stuff like that, use your buzzwords and call people monsters and tell them they're evil, you are the one that's evil. Technically you are, because you really don't know what the other person really believes and thinks, and you're not giving them a chance. Now I'm not talking about this Richard Spencer guy. I'm talking about in general. Him, you already know. And I personally would not show up to listen to him speak. I'm not sure why other people would. But anyways, that's just a better way to do it. Because I remember when I was in Tampa, that's what they used to, that's what actually some religious people, some churches did. You have certain groups coming in to sing and everything. They don't agree with their music, so they had their own concert. And what was amazing is the people that were going to go to this Marilyn Manson's concert went to their concert instead. Not everybody. Several of them did. That's just a better way, because you're not going to change his mind. You're not going to change none of their mind. Because you catch some of the stuff he's saying, we're trying to defend the white race and all this stuff. And if you take genetics, you take, anatomy, physiology, you take some biology classes, that race is just a construct. It's come on. You learn about the genes that control race and how, the UV radiation from the sun and all that stuff. I'm sure some of you guys know. I'm not going to be good at explaining it to you, but please just try to get your own speakers. Because, see, if you go to YouTube, you can watch and see what happens when people like that speak and nobody shows up. They aren't going to be very happy. They leave angry. And also that allows the colleges and stuff not have to spend $600,000 of our tax dollars, which is what he wanted, which is what they want. And one second, let me move somewhere else. See, that's why when you're poor and you live in one of these type of apartments, you're dirt poor. But anyways, that's that's what they want, and he got them to spend that money, our tax dollars. But if no one has shown up, he would have been angry. Check out what is it called? Kill All White People. I forgot the name of the guy who gave the speech. Black guy, of course. Years ago. He was a college professor. And he does it. And he gets standing ovations from people. And then I believe it was, I'm not going to name the HBCU. But an HBCU had him speak at the commencement. None of them minded. Would you have minded? Would you have protested that the same way you do someone like Richard Spencer? You should. whether they're white racists or black racists, you should treat them all the same because they're all the same. Anyways, they say basically the same crap. And what else more can I really say, you know? I can't really say anything more than anyone else has already said. You've already heard all this stuff before, you know. You just invite your own speakers, let them speak, and just don't even worry about them. Because you're not changing his mind, okay? And these neo-Nazis and all of them, and these, you know, new Black Panthers and all these other groups, they have been doing this stuff for years. Not just because Trump is president, you know, has nothing to do with it. I mean, they get more vocal. But that's because the media is allowing it. The media would not give them so much press, but the media wants to because they want people fighting each other. Plus, they want to make that money. And that's more what it is it makes money for them. And the people who go there and shouting, you know, shouting them down and all that, they're helping the media make that money. Because that's what they want. They love it. The media loves watching the people fighting each other and arguing. He's loving it too. He's sitting on that stage. You know he loves it. That's what these racist people want. It's like with some of these religious people. It's the same way. They want you to be against them. They get off of being a victim. You know, they call everybody else snowflakes, but they're snowflakes too. And they like to play the victim too. And listen to Ben Shapiro. You know, I know some of y'all think he's a fascist and he's a Trump supporter. He's not a Trump supporter. He's not a fascist or a racist. He's a Jewish guy. You know, listen to him. Listen to people on both sides. Do that. Get educated. Listen to people that you disagree with. You know, listen. Read books written by liberals and by conservatives. By, you know, just, you know, don't get into your little echo chambers where everybody has to agree with you. That's just not good. Well, that's it. This video. Bye. What more can I say? You already heard all this stuff before.